All right, we got the Atlas spoil now. I'm actually super excited for this. How you guys doing today? We're going to be jumping into just the Atlas reveal. I am super excited for this. This is the first support in like 3 years or something like that, other than Horus. So I'm incredibly excited for this. All right.
He's also very big. Yeah. He's taller than most gods. He's not obviously the like.
He just looks cool
in the map because that wouldn't work for gameplay reasons.
Yeah, that would be hard.
He is very big, and he does actually have, I think, the tallest camera in the game, beating out Yorm.
Oh yeah?
Really?
Because he needs to be able to see over that astrolabe.
Right, so, I guess so.
So he does have the tallest.
Oh, so they put it over the astrolabe or lab lab.
Horrifying.
Dude, he looks so sick.
So,
please be cool. Please be cool.
Check him out in game.
Oh, he looks so cool.
That's so awesome. All right, show him off. Show us everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's just run through every ability.
He swings the astrolabe.
Oh, that's so great. Nice.
Oh, what happened to the Odin?
Feel the weight of the world.
And there's the Sky Laser. So he did a lot of stuff there.
Oh yeah, so many things to go over. How's the basic attack work with Atlas?
So Atlas's standard basic attack is actually just a standard melee chain. You can see there he does an initial hit, another initial hit, and then a cleave. These initial hits are actually slower. They're all 1.25, both swing time and damage.
Got it.
So he actually doesn't have a standard one attack ever at any point. You can see also his passive activating there, where his passive, he can accumulate energy from damaging characters, and he gets an extra basic attack that when he has enough energy, it'll actually do that big slam down attack that trembles enemy gods. So he can softly see.
So how hard does it have to get up to? Is it the first ring?
When we get to the rest of the kit, we can talk about the other form that his basic attack can change.
Ooh, will do. So let's. How about his passive? His passive is called the Astrolabe, and I mean we can see it right there.
Yep, the Astrolabe. You can see that passive meter building up.
Yeah.
He now has the kind of floating orbs around it. The passive meter kind of swirling around. That means his next basic attack by holding the Astrolabe is going to be that big slam down.
Is it the stun then?
It does bonus flat damage that scales off your level.
Oh, I thought it was a stun.
As well as trembles enemy gods who are in there.
That is so cool.
It'll stun minions as well, so you get some extra utility there.
Yeah, all kinds of things you can get into. So his first ability,
this is the grab.
Unburden.
Yep, so the first ability, Unburden, he actually throws the Astrolabe, and this is a unique part of the character. Most of our weapons in Smite, when you throw them,
I feel like that's a
kind of like disappear and reappear.
lane clear
they don't
thing.
Really have any permanence. This one actually does have that permanence. When you throw out the Astrolabe, you can see that
so all of his ability stack is passive, I'm pretty sure.
It is deployed. He has different animation sets for when he doesn't actually have this Astrolabe deployed.
So this is just going to be his clear, I'm pretty sure.
Because now he doesn't have the weapon to swing.
Yeah.
His basic attacks turn into that pulse that happens in that area.
Okay.
You can use that to poke enemy gods. You can use that to help clear your minion wave. It also scales its damage, scales off your level. So again, another thing that we did here was to make sure that he was a true support guardian. He actually has a few level scalings in his kit to make sure that his kind of damage is more uniform and controlled over the course of the game.
Yeah, make it harder to.
So it's something that you need levels for.
The Astrolabe and beat someone to death from across the map.
Yep. And I think the final thing to note here is that when it actually is thrown and deployed, it does do initial damage in the area as well as slows targets. So
it slows too.
To kind of initiate for that first CC.
Yeah, initiate and get.
Do the rest of the auto slow? It doesn't look like it.
Awesome.
They had like the aura around him for the first one, so this is the grab.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a huge mass. It's a basically the entire cosmos.
I'm pretty sure you have to have it inside the first cone.
You can just control the gravity of it because that is how astronomy works.
Yeah.
So if they're on the outside, he pulls them in.
Holding the Astrolabe is actually going to be that cone that you see.
It's in the inside, he picks them up.
They actually will get pulled into the Astrolabe itself, and Atlas is able to freely aim and throw them. He's able to move.
I want to see how far he can run with them.
The direction they're going to go, and that gives him essentially access to this kind of grab and toss that's on a non-ultimate ability.
It doesn't seem very long.
Really, really potent for a support guardian.
Unless he's just not holding it.
This does change, however, if he has his Astrolabe deployed. So if he
this is
throws
the thing that pulls him in, right?
Uses it, it'll follow the same rules. It has that outer area and inner area. Outer area they get pulled towards the Astrolabe, but if they're in the inner area, they get pulled to the center and then thrown towards wherever Atlas is at that moment.
Oh, so much potential.
Yep,
okay, so
control, one more direct up front, one more thrown range.
That is cool.
You can get more people with it generally. So it's some extra utility there. If you're up in the front line, you need to go peel for your back line. You can toss it back there and use the pull to try and get people off.
Hey,
a lot of different options here with how you want to use the Astrolabe.
That is cool.
The primary goal of this kit is that mastery of knowing when to use it, when to pull it back, when to recall.
So far his skill cap is pretty high because his one has multiple uses. His 2 has multiple uses with his 1, and then his autos even have something. I'm pretty sure the 3 is the dash, and I heard it could go through walls, but I'm not sure.
Yep, so kinetic charge, if you use it just normally, it's a pretty standard charge. You run into targets, you do an AoE on when you land, does some damage. And you can see that it actually doesn't do any other form of CC or anything if that's how you use it.
So
But
it does nothing.
It does interact with your allies. So if you were to set if that circle around you, if you have allies get passed through there when you're charging, you actually take burdens from them. You'll cleanse them of any movement speed slows they have at that moment and give them a movement speed burst. And you'll take those burdens with you. And then if you run into a god at that point, you actually dump the burdens onto them. So this can scale up to a 75% slow if you cleanse 3 or more allies. Very potent, really great initiate, especially to get your team to follow you into a fight.
Yeah.
But you can also use it defensively to make sure that someone's slowed. You can
You've
kind of
got
cleanse
sick
and block
retreat and
help
sick
them do it.
engage. So he's kind of like a god that
They slow your,
if
your
you're around him,
run past, take that
you have
slow away,
really good
drop it
like
on
get
that
in,
hunter,
and then you also have
And
really
it's
good get
another
out.
thing
That is
it uses
cool.
Maybe like
you said, like team fight's about to start. You're standing.
Oh, maybe you
third in
can't go
line,
through
you
walls with
barrel
it.
Past everybody, get all
I kind of want to run into the wall with
all
it
of
just to
those
see if it
stacks,
stops
get
immediately
those
or if it
slows the battle ends again. Absolutely.
run into the wall.
Now finally, and I mean we got to see it once, but I feel like there's so much.
So this is the ult.
so he kind of controls the skies and the cosmos. It's kind of his domain.
The damage
He's learned to
slowly
control it
ticks
over
up.
time. He can call down a gamma ray burst from the sky. You can see there that when he first casts it down, you have that kind of like more translucent beam.
Yeah.
Coming from that sky origin point. This beam itself is more of a radiating beam.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't do that much damage, but it does provide a huge protection shred and a power debuff. So you don't want to really be standing in this. If you don't want to be in the middle of a fight, you're going to be taking a lot more damage from his carries, and a lot more damage from like the jungler, the mage that might try to jump on you, as well as you're going to be doing less damage.
That is sick.
But then at any point
That ult
during it,
is
or after
sick.
5 seconds, you can fire it, and at that point, the gamma ray burst focuses and travels across the map. Not fully global. It's about I want to say it's like 800.
Can you see it on the map?
You can definitely go from mid lane to dual
On the
lane,
minimap?
mid lane
No,
to
you
solo
can't.
lane. But going from like dual lane to solo lane is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But definitely a really long range. But at that moment of focus, it does some more damage and immediately applies 3 stacks.
Bro,
worth
what
of
if they
that
call they're
protection
fighting in
shred
mid? You start
So
charging
if you want to
charging up your
quick
gamma
fire to
ray.
get some
You got your
immediate
Neath
protection
ult
if you can,
X
if you want to try and get as many
Atlas
hits
ult
as you
combo.
can, send it,
I wonder how much it scales by.
It's just a terrifying thing when you hear it coming towards you in the jungle. It's just one of those things that lets him have an extra bit of kind of like global threat utility that he can provide.
That is cool.
And I mean, I can't imagine.
I wonder what the cooldown is.
So much teams grouped up on, I don't know, the Fire Giant. You go throw that down, and all of a sudden, Fire Giant's hitting a lot harder and taking a lot less damage. So there's a lot of great potential for.
Oh my
for just
goodness,
team
that is
play.
sick. I wonder what his
Fast synergy
scaling
as
looks
well.
like in the
Stacks with every
seas.
individual hit. So dropping this on a team quickly builds up your passive.
Yeah.
You can use your 2, either the deployed version or the held version of the AO2. You can use that to keep people inside of it. You can chuck people into the path of the beam. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do, a lot of different ways to kind of combine these skills for
Wow.
maximum effect. Choose what you want to try and prioritize in a fight. If you want to be an aggressive,
I love that.
Charge forward and try and control the enemy team. If you want to play more defensive, you can keep your abilities kind of close to your chest and use them when you need to peel for someone. A lot of different.
Bro, the
flexible
jungler's gonna
options
blink
here.
onto your
We
mid
did
lane and
really
you're just gonna be
try
like,
and,
no,
give
thank
him
you.
The tools that he needs to be a successful,
And just gonna toss him.
Guardian.
Oh, I love this character.
having a kid
He
with so
actually
much
looks sick.
diverse defenses.
I really wish he was
So
available for
excited to
Worlds,
try
but I
this
don't think he is.
So,
Well, that is the
designing a
Atlas
that
God
essentially has
reveal.
2 entirely different
I hope you
sets
guys
of
enjoyed it. We're going to be
animations
playing a
forward.
gameplay
Happy
next. I
Astrolabe,
don't know
but
exactly when
not Happy
PTS is going to be up, but it
So
should be up
it's
soon
just-
enough that I can get a
like
game
every
for it.
time they come-
All right, well, unfortunately, PTS is not going to be up by the time I'm still here to be able to record the video. So there's going to be no gameplay of Atlas, unfortunately, but I will get some games going with him when I am back if either PTS is up or he's actually released. But unfortunately, because of that, I will not be able to have any gameplay of Atlas. But I'm still excited for them nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy Atlas, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.